Hello there, Leo and Leo Rising. This is going to be your June 2015 forecast for the month of June. What I have here is this deck of cards, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut them and put them in each quarter. It's going to be 2 cards for the first quarter, 2 cards for the second quarter, 2 cards for the third quarter, and 2 cards for the fourth quarter. And we're going to see if we can give you a little insight about what's going to happen in terms of each quarter of the month, but also at the end all the way to the start all the way to the end, Leo. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to start cutting the cards here. We're going to see if any cards kind of want to jump out, but if not, we will just, just draw from the top and see what we're going to do. And there is a card right there that just wanted to come out, so that's good. And I don't really see any other ones. The energy isn't really feeling that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep kind of cutting it just like that. Put this card right here. And then we're going to go ahead and, should I cut again? Yes or no? Yes, okay. So we're going to go ahead and cut it just like that, I think. Alrighty. Is this right? No, okay. So we're going to go ahead and cut a little bit more. Oop! Well, maybe that's the reason why. Okay. Well, maybe that's the reason why. So anyways, we have got these cards right here. And we already know what that one is, probably. You guys probably took a look, but I'm going to go ahead and just put these 3 cards right here at the end. Actually, no. My goodness, I don't know why. My gods, they love telling me not to do stuff and to do stuff and just do it again. And oh my gosh, sometimes they just get on my nerves. There we go. Or is this correct? Still not. I'm so sorry, Leo, but it's just something that happens whenever we... There we go. Actually, these are the 3 correct cards. Oh, there we go. All right. Thank goodness. Sorry for keeping you guys waiting. Anyways, the first card here is talking about 6 of coins. All right. Hey there, Leo. This month is all going to be about giving so that you can receive. What you need to do, Leo, is understand that whenever you give something to somebody, whenever you do things for someone else, this month, and this month in particular, you're going to get that back. So make sure since this is kind of governing your first quarter, and I'm really seeing it even governing a lot of the other months, like a lot of the first cards do. Some cards don't, but this card is most definitely screaming at me to tell you that this month, if you're thinking about doing something for somebody, giving something, giving a little bit more, give a little bit more. Don't expect to receive. Really, don't go up there and be like, hey, I'm gonna, you better come over here and give me stuff. No, but what it's telling you is, whenever you kind of give this month, whenever you do work for somebody, whenever you're sweet to somebody, whenever you don't have to be sweet whenever you don't have to. Do work whenever you don't have to. Just give a little bit more this month, because then you will receive a little bit more. And I'm really seeing that it's really going to kind of get the cogs running. And you're going to really notice just how much you're receiving comparatively to other months whenever you gave. So this month, the energy is most definitely telling me to tell you to give. And you'll receive. All you really got to do is kind of relax into it. Start doing a little bit more for people. Start just doing things in the way that makes you feel good, because that makes them feel good. And then they're going to do things for you that you don't even expect. Do not expect anything in return. You'll get way more than you could ever dream of, even if you expected something, okay? I'm really telling you that this is a very strong message that I'm getting, that if you're getting these situations, you're going to see these situations pop up. Realize that if you take them and give a little bit, work a little bit harder, do a little bit more this month, you're going to reap in the benefits. And the funny thing is this next card coming up here, the 3 of Cups, it's talking all about kind of give good feelings to people, give good emotions to people, make people laugh, make people dance, make people feel happy this month. If you're around somebody, you're going to want to make them feel good, make them feel happy, make them feel refreshed. If you can make somebody feel refreshed around you, make them feel kind of happy and giddy and fun, you're going to notice just how much comes to you and just how much kind of falls into your lap. And I'm really seeing here in terms of this, maybe you're a musician and you're wanting to kind of do a little tune for somebody, but at the same time, I'm kind of seeing that at the same beat is kind of like making people feel good. Even if you're not a musician, use your words as kind of a beautiful melody that kind of just makes people calm down and soothe people. This is very important this month, because if you're in a relationship, or if you're just, at a job situation, if you're just out playing with your friends, if you're going out and getting in a relationship, understand It applies to all of you. You need to say things to make people happy, need to say things to make people feel good. And this is all it's talking about in the first quarter. The first quarter is a big important because I really feel like the more you give in the first quarter, the stronger your month will be. I'm really getting that very strongly. And honestly, the more you give at the start of the month, the more you'll receive in the next 3 quarters. And that's a very, very, very important thing, okay? So all you need to do is just realize that in terms of this first quarter, it's talking about get out there and get your dancing shoes on and make sure that whenever you're dancing, other people are happy. You know, you don't want to dance at a place where people go be unhappy with you, but at the same time, you're going to want to dance in a way that makes everybody feel good. And I'm talking about dancing with your words, honey, dancing with your job, with your, with everything. You need to feel really, really good and make others feel good too. And I'm really seeing that as being the first quarter of the month here. The next quarter, there's going to be an opportunity that shows up. Ooh, okay. There's going to be an opportunity that's going to show up that's going to be kind of this thing that you're going to have to walk through. It's going to be a situation that you don't know whether or not you should or not, but I think the more you give here, the more you'll have a better idea here just how much awaits on the other side of it. This is an important opportunity for you, Leo. It's a very, very important opportunity, and you do not need to just kind of sit back, relax, and don't go anywhere. In terms of the Seven of Wands here, it's talking all about kind of going through that portal, going through that tunnel, and just seeing your life in a different view on the other side. Because this girl right here, she doesn't know what's really going through that door. She doesn't know what awaits her on the other side. There's a little bit of fog here, but you see all these beautiful wands that are kind of lighting her way. Those are these situations. This is that situation, and this is all your good deeds. Oh, look at that. This is all your good deeds leading you through it and leading the way for you. This is going to be a very big situation, a big thing. So look in terms of the second quarter for a big, big choice, and then go through it, go for it, because that choice is there for a reason. And if you've done the work, and if you've made people feel good, and if you feel good enough yourself, it's going to be so much easier for you. But even if you decide to kind of cop out on kind of doing this, understand that this situation's still going to be there, but you're just going to have to kind of be even more faithful, and it might look a little bit more treacherous. So watch out, okay? Because you don't want things to be too treacherous walking in, because you don't want to spoil the whole fun of everything whenever it gets inside if you're so scared. It's kind of like if you walk into a treasure room and it's the treasure isn't really that much fun to see if there's all these different traps and snakes and ghosts and all these scary things all around, because all you're going to be doing is worrying about the scary stuff, and you're not going to really be able to even appreciate the treasure because you're going to be scared to touch it, because you're going to think that something's going to explode out at you or the ghost is going to come get you. So honestly, what I'm really seeing here is, in order to make the treasure room less scary, give a little bit more and feel a little bit more happy and make people feel good around you, but at the same time, go for it. Go in that treasure room no matter how scary it is, because the treasure is in there, okay? All right. Anyways, wow, the Four of Coins. What did I just say? Hey, the treasure there, the treasure, whenever you get in there, the treasure just is going to be there. And understand that this is talking about keeping this situation, keeping what comes from this situation, and keeping all the things that are coming from it close to you. Understand that whenever this big, 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 big thing comes up, whenever this big situation comes up, this Four of Coins here is talking all about you kind of grabbing onto it, holding onto it, and keeping it close to you. And understand that this is a very important situation. Do not let it go away from you. See, do not let it slip away. This situation is such a big deal, Leo, in terms of the second quarter of the month. Whenever you understand that whenever you walk through the door, not only are you going to get more money, it seems, for some of you, but at the same time, it's almost like saying, keep whatever comes from it, keep whatever the line of duty is whenever you're walking through it, and you're doing these situations and you're talking to these people, and don't let it escape you. Keep going with it. Keep having fun, keep laughing, but at the same time, don't let it slip away from you. Don't just cop out on it. So if a friend says, hey, come over to this party or something because there's a dude that's going to be an interview or whatever, and then you just are like, oh, I don't know if I can make it, I don't know if I should. Do not do that. Keep going. And even if you get the interview, make sure you make the interview. If you make the interview and they talk about a job opportunity, make sure to go to job. That's the kind of things that I'm talking about. And this not only is in terms of work, this is like even a relationship thing I'm really getting. Like if you go through this little thing and you go to a place that you might have not have went to because it was kind of a daunting task, and all of a sudden you meet a girl. That right there is the same exact thing as well. Make sure you go there, make sure you meet the girl, make sure you take her home, make sure you do whatever in the world you do that is, you know, whatever that is. And honestly, I'm not really saying in terms of that, but what I'm saying is make sure to, you know, cook her dinner. There we go. Make sure to cook her dinner because you want her to stay around you for a while because this is a very, very important opportunity. Look for those in terms of the second quarter, okay? Because it's very, very important to make sure that you understand that it's there and you understand that these opportunities are going to be there even if it might seem daunting at first, okay? And that's a very, very important message. Now the Queen of Coins is talking all about in terms of the third quarter. Now if this is a girl that you're giving this to, if this is a girl that you're dancing with, if this is a girl that you meet, this thing. And same thing, and it's the same thing with all you girls out there if it's a boy. But I'm really just saying if this is a girl because this is the Queen of Coins. But honest to goodness, if this could also be a boy. Now honestly, I'm really seeing in terms of the Queen of Coins that the more that you give here, it's going to come back at you in terms of the third quarter of the month. And it's going to be in your brain. It's going to be in your head. And you're going to feel a lot better. You're going to be a lot better. And you're going to understand things a lot better. Because in terms of this Queen of Coins here, it's talking all about just being in the zone. Being in your kind of mental trance in terms of money too. I'm really getting this money thing. And I'm feeling like you're going to feel a lot better about yourself because not only have you got these situations. Yeah, see, it's wealth of the brain. That's what it is. It's the wealth. It's your well-being. And you feel wealth, not just in monetary, but just wealth in general. Feeling good, feeling great, and feeling really relaxing and calm. Because honestly, I'm seeing here that especially with these coins kind of showing up in all 3 quarters of these months. What did I tell you at the start? Whenever you give more in terms of this month, it's coming back at you every other quarter. And that's really, really important to understand that because you're going to have these situations come up where you're going to either decide to give more or kind of stay back and not do so much. You're also going to have these opportunities to kind of just do more even when not asked for. And honey, you need to do it. I'm really telling you that. Whenever you see these situations, and you're going to see them, just make sure you do a little bit more, okay? Very, very important because this is a very important card. Now, what's the next one? Ah, Judgment. Now, not only is this saying that, hey, there's going to be some judging involved. So there's going to be somebody, there's going to be kind of a, I'm not really saying a judgment as somebody talking to you, but I'm saying a judgment as in the amount that you've put in, it's gonna be judged in terms of the third quarter of the month. Is it gonna be judged by the girl? Well, if you're in a relationship, hey, you know your relationship might be a little bit, you know, it might be the situation where if you put in a whole lot, there's gonna be a lot of really good feelings coming in the third quarter. What I'm really, really seeing here is that this is gonna be a chance for you to feel very. I already said it. You're gonna be able to feel very revived. You're gonna feel very, very different about everything. Whenever you do these situations, though, it's gonna come to you, and you're gonna realize just how much. You're gonna say, "My goodness gracious." Chris and Vatic, I went through that little thing. I did that situation. I kept going for it, and now look at where I'm at. I feel shining, I feel golden, and I feel like I'm revived. I feel totally different than I used to feel. And that is a situation that's going to come to you if you listen to this, and if you just, even if you don't listen to this, if you just use your brain, you know, especially with the Queen of Coins here, she's kind of talking about use your brain in terms of, you know, giving a little bit more this month. You want to give, Leo. This is so important. It's like the whole entire month. Anyways, the Knight of Cups here is talking a huge amount about your emotions. And your emotions being able to kind of start, you're going to want to have it, there's going to be an opportunity that's going to show up, I believe. That's going to be kind of this situation that's going to be fueled by your emotions. Not only in terms of this first quarter, it's going to kind of be involved, but also this judgment. It's kind of all really tying into this. And in terms of the fourth quarter of the month, there's going to be an opportunity for you to let your emotions run wild. And let your emotions really just kind of flood. And I'm really seeing it very strongly in terms of you and just kind of your emotions just being able to kind of let loose. There we go. Let loose and just realize just how much you really have in terms of your surroundings, in terms of you, because you are really important, Leo. You are the most important thing, okay? And just realize that whenever you give more, you're going to receive a lot more, not only in monetary gains, not only in insight, but I'm also seeing in terms of your emotions this month. I mean, this is such a beautiful month in terms of you giving, Leo, and I'm sure all of you are very giving people. And I'm sure all of you really enjoy doing those types of things in terms of giving and in terms of receiving and all these different wonderful goody things. But I'm really mostly seeing giving. Don't think about receiving too much, okay? But anyways, this is very important to understand in terms of judgment here. This judgment is kind of right underneath here, and it's talking about kind of you judging yourself too much in terms of anything that's going around here. This is the only negative thing I'm really seeing in terms of do not judge yourself too much, because it's kind of like your mind here and your emotions here, and it's getting kind of connected here in terms of judgment. You might be judging a little bit, but I'm not really seeing that for too many of you. I'm just saying that because honestly, if you let go, like if you do not allow that, then it's kind of like this angel here is kind of reviving you. So if you just, if you're a little bit judging on yourself, if you're kind of thinking you're not doing enough, or you're not working hard enough, or you're not giving it your all or whatever, let go of it. You know what I mean? Because see, it's kind of like they're in his hands right now. If you just let go, you'll allow him to kind of raise you up. And that's what I'm really seeing here, because as soon as you let go of them, you'll be lifted, you'll be revived. Just like these kind of sad dead souls under here, you'll be revived, you'll be lifted, and you'll feel really, really fantastic about yourself. That is a very, very important thing to understand. Now the next thing here, and what did I just say about all these this judging feeling? Now this Ten of Swords is talking about some difficult times, okay? This is some difficult times, but it's up to you this is exactly what it is. This judgment here, I just talked about it. It's up to you to kind of let any type of negative impacts that have affected you in your life, you need to let them go in terms of this end of this month. This is going to be a chance to put them behind you. All of these swords are in his back. They are behind him. And what I'm really, really seeing here is that you do not want them to affect you. You do not want them to get you in the back or stab you in the back. So I'm really seeing any type of negative things that have been affecting your emotions. This is going to be a chance for you to put them in the past. Put them behind you. Be above them. Be ahead of them. And what you have to understand is this is all about kind of negativity. If you have any type of negative emotions or bad feelings about yourself, kind of like this dam that's kind of stopping the flow of your emotions because you're feeling so upset, or you're feeling so sad, or you're feeling so worried, realize that in terms of this Ten of Swords here, it's talking about you being able to be ahead of that, be in front of it, and don't allow it to get to you. The Ten of Swords is all about this, and it's talking all about, in terms of the Queen of Coins and Judgment here, it's talking all about that really, the more that you give this month, it's going to come back to you. And oh, it's going to come back to you, get it? And also, whenever it comes back to you, realize that is going to be a way for you to get rid of pain, get rid of suffering, and get rid of torment in your life. I'm getting the word torment for some reason. Now realize that if you guys have been suffering for a while, and let me go ahead and move these cards up here, I believe, just a little bit so you guys can see them a little better. But anyways, if you guys have been suffering any type of sad or bad or emotional feelings in terms of your emotions, realize fourth quarter, if you've done the work, if you've done things, and if situations just kind of flow the way that they should, your emotions are going to feel so much better because you're going to get rid of this. This is the very tail end of the month. It's the last card. It's the end of it. It's the end of your emotions. It's the end of the pain that's causing you to hurt your emotions. And it's the end of that jam that's kind of been constructed in terms of all the negativity that has been brought on you. It's time to break it down. It's the end of it. Okay? That is what I'm really getting in terms of this Ten of Swords. It's a very, very important message because, honest to goodness, a lot of you have been suffering for way too long, been doing way too much stuff for people, but haven't really been getting any in return. So understand that keep giving. Keep giving. Okay, so hey there, Leo. Anyways, what I was talking about, sorry about that, I kind of cut out with me, is that your pain is behind you, Leo, and this is a very, very important thing. You want to make sure that in terms of at the end of the month, this pain kind of is all the way in the back, past the south, no more coming back, okay? Because honest to goodness, this is going to be really, really governed, like I said, between kind of how much you give this month. It's going to be these opportunities for you to kind of leave all your pain in the past and kind of being able to go forward in a way that is completely and totally unperturbant to it. So you're not really perturbed anymore by any type of situations that may have caused you to feel down and out or kind of down in the loop. I'm saying down in the dupe, but that's just something that I'm being told. Anyways, there's a situation here where I want to say that in terms of Ten of Swords, sometimes that is saying, bad stuff. And if it was at the start of the month, we would be having a very different conversation. Or if it was here, I might be telling you something like, oh, well, you might not want to be given too much because you might get stabbed in the back, stuff like that. But here at the very end, I am really, really saying very, very strongly that this is a card that's all about kind of doing, kind of being able to get over any type of bad stuff that is going. It's ended now. It's behind you. It's in the past. And it's very, very, very important to understand that whenever it's in the past, whenever there's no more coming back to you, whenever you're over that now, you're going to have a beautiful next month of July. This is going to feel fantastic for you. And you're going to realize just how good it is whenever you just kind of step through that hoop. You know, whenever you step through that little situation here, it's gonna cleanse your emotions, and you're gonna really have a chance to kind of not feel that pain so badly anymore. I really hope this was a good reading for you guys, and I'm so sorry that it cut out whenever I was talking. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it. But anyways, you know, I absolutely love doing these readings for you guys, and I hope this was very helpful for you. I also do private readings, and it's like a 30-minute Skype session reading, and that's only $50. I also do a 60-minute Skype session reading for $75. And what it is kind of like a face-to-face type of thing. Whenever me and you were kind of just talking, you know, we're kind of understanding things. I can understand your exact specific problem and kind of get to you, you know, one-on-one. It is so much fun. And I just want to say to you guys, thank you so much for doing these private readings with me. It is so much fun to talk to each and every one of you souls and just talk and just have so much fun. I love it. Anyways, I also do YouTube readings, like private readings, wherever I do just like this, but just for your specific need, and that's only $35. So you ring me up, you know, message me on kristenvadik@yahoo.com, or go to my website at kristenvadik.com, you know, and we can get that set up. Also, hey guys, you know, leave some comments below if this is kind of making sense to you, or tell me if you went through that thing and what situation it was and just what it came back, what came to you from it. I really love doing these though. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, and thank you guys for watching, and I really hope I've helped you guys, okay? Thank you guys so much. Have a great June, okay? Because July is going to be much more, what is it? Unburdened. You're gonna feel very unburdened by the time that July comes around, Leo. That's really beautiful. Thank you guys so much. All right, I'll see you guys, okay? Bye-bye. Let's see if I can get this thing off. Try to get this little thing. Gotta get it off. There we go.